every one of our 227 million voters should matter and be heard. Right now, tens of millions of those voters want fresh choices and fresh voices, yet worry that voting for candidates that they really want may mean that their vote won't count. Let's take Esperanza, for example. She's usually forced to choose between only two major party candidates, but she doesn't fit neatly into either party box. When there are other choices on the ballot, she fears that voting for her favorite candidate could actually help elect her least favorite candidate. She's seen candidates get elected as governor of Massachusetts with less than half of the votes in 2 of the last 3 elections. She has to pay attention to polls more than platforms and lose her voice for her vote to count. That's backwards. Around the world and across the country, more voters are increasing their power through ranked choice voting. Let me explain. For voters, ranked choice voting is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Instead of picking just one candidate, voters are able to rank candidates in order of preference. Votes are counted by first choices, and if no candidate has a majority of those votes, the candidate with the fewest votes is eliminated, and the voters who chose that candidate as a first choice will have their vote added to the totals of their second choice. This process continues until one candidate has over half of the votes and is declared the winner. For voters, simply put, their vote will always count for their first choice as long as that candidate is in the race. Their second and third choices only serve as backups in case their first choice is eliminated. That simple change of gaining the right to rank backup candidates makes a real difference. In cities with ranked choice voting, like Oakland and Minneapolis, candidates campaign and govern in new and more inclusive ways. When winning may require second and third choice support, smart candidates talk to more voters like Esperanza. She can voice her concerns to the people who will represent her, and they'll listen. Candidates are less likely to buy attack ads because they don't want to alienate voters, and instead focus on the issues facing their community. In the words of Minneapolis Mayor Betsy Hodges, ranked choice voting extends the conversation between candidates and voters. Ranked choice voting empowers voters by allowing them to vote their conscience without fear that their voice won't be heard. It leads to more engaged citizens and responsive elected officials. States are starting to vote on it for their highest offices, and with your help, your community could be next. Thank you.